Okay, Berimbolo. So Berimbolo is a rolling inversion back take, or at least that's kind of like the basic version. There's all sorts of weird variations you can get into. We'll do a variation on this on Wednesday where you end up in mount, but on this one it's going to be a back take, okay? So the easiest way to learn this is to start from a seated position. Next week we'll do kind of the next progression where the guy's standing over you and you're in De La Hiva and you manage to get them tripped to the mat and then you do your Berimbolo from there. Today we're just going to start from this position. So we're both going to have our legs out, okay? Usually if you're playing the leg fight game, we've learned, and it's true, that you want to have inside position, okay? So you could do your Ashigurami and whatnot. But for the purposes of this, we're going to start basically with our De La Hiva hook, but on the ground, okay? Controlling the ankle, just like a De La Hiva, but we're sitting on it, all right? This makes the move a little easier if you kind of get your butt on their foot, okay? Understand that you're not very likely to enter this move from this position where you're both just sitting here, all right? It's usually going to be in the midst of a sweep from De La Hiva or some other roll, but for right now, we're just going to learn it from here because it's easier. I then need to get a grip on his body because I have to be able to pull him into me. So some people do the belt, that's fine. Some people do the gi, that's fine too, okay? From this seated position, I'm going to do my Berimbolo roll that we've been practicing here in class, okay? So I'm coming to here, I'm bringing my head down towards this gap, I'm bringing this foot close to me, and I'm pushing, and I'm inverting, and I'm using this arm to pull myself up under him, okay? This foot, this right foot here, goes across his waist. So this is kind of step two. Step one is sitting there in the De La Hiva position. Step two is inverting, all right? So we're inverted now. Once I get to here, I've got my foot across his hip. I've got this here, I'm controlling this. I'm gonna reach for this far leg, bring it over to this knee, and then use this knee as like a hook to push him away from me, okay? And now we climb to the back from there, okay? So like I said, you could do that from either grip, from the belt or from the collar, okay? So I think I did collar last time, so we'll do belt this time, okay? Same, everything else is the same. We've got the ankle, we've got our De La Hiva. It helps if you kind of push it across his hip before you invert. Makes it kind of like a deep De La Hiva, right? See how we're here? You can go from here, but eventually you want to get it to there anyways, so it helps to kind of start from there. I'm going to pull myself, as I invert, pull myself with this arm, so I end up on my shoulders and my neck. This foot across his hip, reach from this hand, or this foot, to this foot, okay? Pulling it across, grabbing it with my knee, pulling him away, climbing to the back. Okay, so it's a kind of a three-step move. Step one, establishing the position. Step two is inverting. And then step three is taking the back. Okay, one more time. Here and here, or here. Do them both. See which one you like better, okay? Different advantages for each. Bringing the foot close. As I invert, I'm sticking this foot in, and this one is going to end up across his waist. So we're pulling ourselves up underneath, this across the waist, switching the grips. Okay, step one into step two, and now into step three, pulling it, using my knee to drive his hips away from mine, coming up to the back. Okay, you want to see it? No? Any questions? You guys want to see it one more time?
Yes, please.
Yes, please? Okay. Uno más. Starting in step one, get our De La Hiva from a seated position. We'll go with the belt this time, getting the belt, okay? Bring this foot close to us, so it's like a push off. Roll into our invert, pull with this arm, keeping this the whole time. Foot across the hips, okay? Now we switch from here to here, bring it down to our knee, okay? Using our knee to pull them across, and then come to the back. All right, it's gonna take some practice, but I'll be here to walk you guys through it, okay? Partner up, do it 3 times each and switch. 1, 2, 3.
Practice?
Practice makes perfect.